I think the feeling in the dressing room is a little bit of disappointment just because of the way that we played and the chances that we had. We feel we should have won the game. But also when you go 2 goals down at home and you're battling back, I think we'll take a point. But going into the game, we wanted to win, and I think after the performance and the chances that we had, overall we're disappointed. But like I said, to come back from 2 goals down, I think I always reference back to last season a little bit, and I think if a lot of the situations we were in, we didn't have that resilience and that fight, and when I came out there in the second half, it never felt like we was 2 goals down. It always felt like we could get back into the game and go on to win it, and I think we showed that.
Connor, what challenges, Chris wants to play up tempo, the team wants to try and find space, and when Minnesota's up 3-1 at halftime, starting with the back five anyways, they had 11 and a half men behind the ball at times in the second half. What challenges does that present? What does the team need to do better in those situations?
I think the patience is a big part of it. It's natural, right, to want to try and rush things and try and get the goals as soon as the half starts. And even when I came on at half time, there was like a 10-minute spell of the ball just breaking all the time, and there was few free kicks, few goal kicks, and we just couldn't get the ball on the pitch for long enough. And then I think once we broke that up a little bit and started to dominate the ball, the chances came. And like I said, just that patience of knowing when to just keep it and find the gaps, and when to get Cole, get Georgie on the ball, get the wingers on it, and when they did get on it, they created the chances for us. And I always felt like every time we went forward in the second half, we looked like scoring.
What was it like, kind of the comfortability aspect for you? I know that Chris talked about you. I guess it's not often that you guys dominate in possession the way you guys did tonight, and Chris said that part of the reason he brought you in at halftime was because you feel comfortable in those moments. So how was that for you, especially towards the end of the second half, when you guys really dominated possessions, got more chances?
Yeah, I think that's what I wanted to do coming on, and obviously I think that's what they wanted from me, just to maybe calm things down a little bit. And I spoke about the patience then, and not rush things and not force passes when they're not on, and we get our players on the ball that we want to get on it. Cole, Georgie, Omia, Calvin, Kevin. We get these guys on the ball that can create things, and I think it's just finding the right time to do that. We had spells in the second half where we passed it along the back line for a few minutes, and just waited for that right time, and I felt like I was able to dictate that a little bit. And coming on at half time, you have a little bit more energy, so I felt like I could be a little bit of a voice in there as well.
Connor, with coming on at halftime, you're put in kind of a tough spot where the team's down 2 goals. You're obviously a tactical change to try to make a difference in the game. Do you feel a lot of pressure, and what was the message as you're coming onto the pitch?
No, not really pressure. I mean, you're coming on 2 goals down, like you said. You're going out there just pushing and trying to get something out of the game, which we did. And then towards the end, I mean, like I said, we're disappointed to not win the game. So no, I wouldn't say pressure. And like I said, the message was just try and calm things down a little bit, not force things just because we're 2 goals down, and wait for them right moments. And I feel like we did that, and we definitely had the chances to win the game.
Connor, when the schedule came out, a lot of supporters looked at those first 7 games and saw a really tough start. You guys, emerged from that unscathed. And we look at this stretch of games, Vancouver, the way that they played, RSL, top of the league. Minnesota was second coming in tonight. And, 4 points from those 3 games isn't that bad, given how Saturday ended.
Yeah.
You got a tough week with 2 road games this week. How are you feeling about in terms of the team's ability to deal with some of that difficulty and kind of roll with those punches given the schedule?
Yeah, I think you mentioned the schedule. I think we've used games to kind of prove ourselves, and I think it's instilled a lot of confidence in us. We looked at the schedule at the start, and there's no easy games in this league, but when you go away from home, they're always going to be tough. And I think we've kind of proved to ourselves that we can compete, and we're good enough to be at the top of this league, I think. And I think from the outside looking in, I don't think teams want to play us at the minute. I think no matter the result, we're tough to play against. We're creating a lot of chances. I was on the bench in the first half, obviously, and just watching us, we look so dangerous going forwards, and we're getting in the box so much more than last season, and it always feels like we're going to score in games. So, like I said, I don't think teams want to play us at the minute, and we've got to use that to our advantage and not go into games feeling like the underdog. Really push that and use that feeling that we've got and play our own game. And even going away from home, it's different at home because we can kind of force our game plan on people, but I think we can do that away from home as well, and we've proved that with the fixtures that we've had.
How much more belief is there in Hoffa and the team's ability to put him in
Yeah, I mean the belief comes from the proof, right? He's doing it. He's putting the ball in the net. Even the penalty, after the penalty tonight, he still gets some chances and he still looks dangerous in the box. And yeah, I think all of us have that belief in him now as well. Just seeing him put the ball in the net's so nice to see. And I think when he goes on the pitch now, he's confident that he's going to score. And I think you guys can see that as well.
You ever play against Pookie when he was at Norwich?
No, first time.